Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now are you? Now check this out, guys. I asked a question about a week ago, and I know you guys are not serious. It's not that many people in the comments. You know this is a channel that ain't going to come up because, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it like it is. And coming up for me is what I'm doing right now. Right? When you get here, whoever you are, you're going to hear something that's the damn truth. And who cares about whatever some narratives are out there? Because when you do that, you just be gone with the wind. Right? You know, following everybody else. We don't do what everybody does. We do what's right. Right? So, therefore, some of these subjects might be a little bit uncomfortable. But they're things that are going on systematically. So when I ask the question, oh, by the way, thanks for the people that do come by, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not really in the comments and all that. And, you know, once I do my thing, then I'm up out of here. I ain't earning nothing from this. So, you know, I ain't got time to be just hanging around. You know what I'm saying? Here's the deal, right? I asked the question, and I was serious. So anybody who's got time, just maybe you can research it, because I don't know. Like I told you, I don't know every damn thing. But what I see, I just don't see this. Here's my question. Name me a black mandatory fighter, a boxer that worked their way up to the mandatory position and is black. Doesn't matter if it's American, Cuban, right? Worked their way up and then didn't fight the champion. And the champion was not of color. Even if they were of color. But if the champion was not of color and a black mandatory said, you know what? I worked my way up this far. I ain't fighting them. I'm going to go do something else. Right? In history, I like to know that. I don't know. I can't think of any. Right? I've been doing some. Ain't like I'm going to research it or try to Google. I don't even know if you can Google that. But the reason why I'm asking is because right now, the last 10 years, I know damn well I ain't seen none. Right? That doesn't happen. But I could show you a whole heap of Mexicans, and it ain't nothing against Mexico. I grew up in LA. The Mexican kitchen is my favorite kitchen. I love them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of Mexicans probably are not paying attention to this. Some are, knows it and helps, aids and abets in this kind of behavior. Right? And I'm going to name some that are right now that are profiting from being in a mandatory position and not fighting the champion and profiting from that. The champion that they don't fight goes around and has to fight for a fraction of the money. There's no penalties for the mandatories that don't fight the champions. And I said before, two things need to happen. One is you got to go in the press, make sure that everyone knows that mandatory didn't fight him. And two, the champion who didn't get fought from his mandatory needs to get voluntary after that. Shouldn't be mandated right to the next guy, right? Because that's actually a punishment. 3, which I'm just thought about, is 15% from that fighter, that mandatory that goes and fights someone else, 15% of his purse needs to go to that champion, right? Because the champion gonna probably be black. What's happened is these black fighters are systematically money's being taken from them. Examples: Ryan Garcia, right? Awesome fighter. Mandatory for Devin Haney. I ain't doing it. I'm going to start talking about Gervonta Davis and Manny Pacquiao, whoever. Now he's in a big, lucrative fight with Gervonta Davis, and everybody's calling it big except me. Because I ain't forgetting that he just didn't fight he didn't fight Devin Haney, and he was the mandatory. For me, I only care about who's trying to be the very best in the division. All the shenanigans and who's more popular, I don't even give a damn about that. Not even at all. That doesn't even interest me. Who's going to be the very best? When I go to these divisions, because we got 1,000 of them, I just want to know in every division who's the very best. And I'm for the fighters who are trying to be the very best. The other ones are in there and cool and everything like that, but the ones who are trying to be the best, unequivocally, I'm down with them. All the time. All the time. Don't matter how they look. Like, because if you think it's a black thing, no. Alexander Usyk is a Negro League fighter, in my opinion. Bad boy. Trying to achieve greatness. Has already. Hall of Famer right now. Right? So I just want to mention that. But Ryan Garcia. Jaime Munguia. Mandatory. for Demetrius Andrade and Charlo too. Demetrius Andrade longer. Won't fight him. Got penalized for it. Just, I ain't gonna fight him. Going to fight's more lucrative. He going to. Demetrius Andrade, they want him to fight and share a purse of $185,000 with Zach Parker. Right? In $185,000. Canelo turning down damn $365 million for 10 fights. Canelo turns down $40 million to fight Demetrius Andrade. He turning down money. This guy has to fight for $185,000 and share it. Right? Jaime Munguia didn't have to pay him some of his purse in the next fight. Didn't get penalized from the WB, what was that? The WBO. Right? Let's go to Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, face of boxing, after being Demetrius Andrade's mandatory at 154 pounds. Right? More famous than everybody. Won't fight Demetrius Andrade when he was the mandatory. I'm just going to add while I'm there. Also didn't fight him for undisputed at 160 pounds, which is the middleweight division. Right? We keep talking about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. How the hell did they didn't fight? I'm not more disappointed than I was for Canelo Alvarez not fighting Demetrius Andrade at a middleweight division for undisputed. The press wasn't talking about that one. They started talking about Kovalev, right? Because he was 2 divisions higher and tired and beat up because he was damn near lost to Anthony Yard, right? Long story. Those are 3 guys right now. Virgil Ortiz, 19-0 with 19 KOs. Won't fight Terrence Crawford on 2 occasions as the mandatory. About to go fight Staniosis, right? Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. But they're telling Terrence Crawford, hey, man, how you going to fight Alexis Roca? Because he's next, and the guy in front of him ain't fighting me. Ain't got to pay me from his next purse for the Alexis Rocha. With Staniosis. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it, right? Those are the people that are mandatories that won't fight these brothers. And the brothers, you know what? And I keep saying it. What they get from this is asked, who have you fought? And everybody that's supposed to fight them won't. I'm just talking about mandatories. I'm not talking about other people that should have fought them. Just mandatories. Now we'll just go to eliminator fights. Isaac Cruz, supposed to fight Stevenson. If he fights Stevenson, he gets another championship shot. No, I'm not fighting Stevenson. I'm just not. Right? And I'll go around and try and fight somebody else and then see if I can get a championship shot fighting somebody else, lesser, and then go get a championship fight. Anyway, William Cepeda also was the next in line to fighting Stevenson in an eliminator. Any of these guys got to pay Stevenson any of their purse? Right? They were ordered. You do know this. Ordered. And they just said, I don't give a damn about no damn order. We ain't doing it. Simply. Stevenson's too good. Anybody, what does Stevenson get from this? You know what he's going to get? 6 months later. Why are you fighting this Japanese guy? Because Isaac Cruz and William Cepeda won't fight him. That's why. Jose Ramirez and Teofimo Lopez. We ain't fighting no damn for a championship fight, even though we were mandated. We're not fighting Regis Prograis. We're just not. What happened to Teofimo Lopez? Oh, he got rewarded for fighting Josh Taylor in another championship fight. When he should have been, nope, you got to give some money to Regis Prograis, right? And who was the other one I just mentioned? Jose Ramirez. Nope, I ain't fighting Regis Prograis either. Then you're supposed to give him some money from the Richard Comey fight. Do you guys get the pattern? So back to my question. Name me black fighters that's done that. Any. And it's just not a black thing. My point is there should be rewards for these guys because the bottom line is they're the best fighters in the world, right? Devin Haney, Demetrius Andrade, Terrence Crawford, those are guys in the top 5 pound for pound, surrounded by Alexander Usyk. Tyson Fury is not in the pound for pound. That makes no sense. Tyson Fury is 50 pounds heavier than everybody. I would put Deontay Wilder before him because Deontay Wilder's lighter, knocks out everybody, just 25 pounds heavier. Pound for pound means if we were the same size, who would win? Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, and they're the same size. We can all agree Deontay Wilder knocks him the hell out because he damn near did it when he was 50 pounds heavier. Right? So the heaviest guy in boxing, besides Jarrell Miller, the heaviest guy shouldn't be in the pound for pound unless he's light years better than everybody else. And that's not the case. So Name me a black mandatory who didn't fight a champion of color. Please. Done with Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.